about some organic chemistry and specifically the burning of hydrocarbons. Now, the equations for the combustion, which is burning of hydrocarbons, depends on the amount of oxygen that's available in the air when that combustion is happening. So if there's a good air supply, then there will be energy released in the form of heat and light often as well. And the oxidation of carbon and hydrogen will create carbon dioxide and water. Now, if there is combustion that happens with a lack of oxygen in the air around it, then carbon monoxide will be created. Now, carbon monoxide is a colourless, odourless, toxic gas which can make people very sick and potentially die if they inhale too much of it. Now, this is why things like boilers and ovens and things get checked a lot to make sure that they're not giving off carbon dioxide, due to the fact that incomplete or combustion, or a combustion with a low amount of oxygen, is occurring and therefore poisoning the people who live in that house. So what results from the burning of carbons in a plentiful supply of oxygen? So energy is released, carbon dioxide is formed, and water is formed. Short-chain hydrocarbon fractions of crude oil burn easily because they ignite easily and they are highly volatile and they have low boiling points. Now, heavy fractions of crude oil do not make good fuels because basically they don't ignite very easily. They have high boiling points and they have low volatility. Now, what we mean by heavy fractions of crude oil is when crude oil is separated in the process of fractional distillation. The heavy fractions will be the ones with the really long carbon chains, the ones with the most carbon atoms in it. So why don't heavy fractions of crude oil make good fuels? Well, as we just said, they're low volatility, they have high boiling points, and they do not ignite easily. So heavy fractions of crude oil don't make good fuels because they don't ignite easily, they have high boiling points, and they have low volatility. And which type of crude oil fractions do not make good fuels? Now, if you remember, they're the ones with the long carbon chains, they're the heavy fractions. What results from the burning of hydrocarbons in a plentiful supply of oxygen? Now remember, carbon dioxide is one of them, energy is another, and water is another. Which of the following are properties of carbon monoxide? So remember that they're toxic, they're also colourless, so you can't see them coming, and they're odourless, so you can't smell them coming, and that's why they're so dangerous.